Welcome to the show, guys. It's been a long time. So, tonight's show is called Holding Space. Figured I'd do a little chit-chatting. Maybe I'll share the broadcast at a couple places. It's been about 2 years since we've done one of these. The last one was called Divine Love. It's pretty intense stuff. I usually don't do these until I kind of feel called to do one. I kind of been feeling like I need to do this one for a while and really haven't done it for one reason or another. But here we are. It's 11/11/2022. Last time I done one was 2019 in October. Different times for sure. A lot's happened since then. The world has done some changing. Imagine everyone viewing has done some changing. There's a lot of stuff previously, obviously, on the previous podcast. Lots of topics. The very first one would be a great one for the past couple years. Sorry for the good news. It was talking about how a lot of things are going to change, and it seems like the world was ended and there'd be no hope in sight. But that's what's been prophesized for throughout the ages. The Mayans, the Hopi, the Bible, all prophecies prophesize an ending, but it's not the actual complete destruction of the world. It is complete destruction of a way of the world, or the way the world was before. The last 120 years has been the most monumental, fastest change in our whole given history. So we're living in it. We're living in the transition, the transition of the ages. The Mayan called it the Golden Age. The precession of the equinox is the dawn of Aquarius. new age, from the Piscean age to the Aquarian age. Astrologically, these carry energies with them, which we are affected by. We are energy and a soup of energy. So all things play out. We play vital roles with our energy, and then the position where we're in the actual cosmos right now carries an energy in itself. We are in a new energy. We're in a new place in the known universe, a sacred spiral. For all of our planets spiral around our central sun, the Son of God. And then our whole solar system is spiraling around a central sun or black hole in the center of our universe. And then there's billions of universes that are spiraling around another central black hole or sun. So everything is constantly changing through different energetic matrices as we move through the soup of the unmanifest. So yeah, the last couple years have been the great revealing. It started in 2020, so people could start to gain a new sight that they may have not had before, and start to see things in a new way. Many before have brain fart. Many before have already seen things differently. If you've frequent the podcast or similar things, then you probably have already been in a situation where you see things differently than most others. And we all have our own personal journeys that we go through, and our journeys to quote unquote awakening, or that remembrance, or the rediscovering of oneself. We all have our own personal journeys that we take on that path, but collectively it happens also. So part of the transition of the ages is the change in consciousness and the earth itself as a consciousness, and us also intertwined and connected and reflected, a reflection of earth. We are just the cells of earth, and it has its own consciousness. It is conscious. It is as much alive as you and I, as a living embodiment. Each is a reflection of that source energy. You are in the image of that energy. You are that energy, observing and experiencing the reflection of that energy on the great journey of life. So yeah, the last couple years has brought about a lot of vision for people to see things differently. Many of you probably gain better sight, but the one guarantee is change, and so I know everyone has changed over the past couple years. Did the first podcast in 2018, beginning in 2018. I've definitely changed a whole lot on my journey of remembering that I am. And I continue on that journey, just like each and every one of you, as that is the journey of life that touching and being, embodying that I am. Let's do a little over the air frequency tuning before we get started on the subject of holding space. So, holding space. That is a mouthful. What does it mean to hold space? How do we hold space? In actuality, there's no way to not hold space. You are continuously holding space. And exchanging energy. If you are energy in the soup of all energy, then that's what this is. This is an energy exchange. We monetize energy exchange. Dollar bills. Like every time you're giving out a dollar bill to whatever, you exchange your time and energy for that piece of paper, and exchanging that fiat energy exchange for goods and services. But you are energetically exchanging energy all the time with your environment and the people around you. The people that you're around in the store. The people, obviously, that live with you. That's direct family, people you surround yourself with. Those are direct energy exchanges. You're giving off energy. You're receiving energy, and these all play into resonance. This is higher frequencies, so I talk a lot about frequencies. I guess my newest favorite things are understandings of things to help, is things like discernment and resonance. Because most people have a good understanding of these concepts. Always look to avoid certain words because people have predetermined ideas and programmings and indoctrinations to words. So if I use that word, they would instantly go to that understanding instead of being open to the perception or the the intent behind the words that I use to talk about things, because intention is everything. And so if you have a preconceived idea, if I use the word like God, then people already have an idea. They're more than likely going to miss the intention, or more susceptible to lose the intention behind that which I'm trying to express. So God is a good example. People have so many different ideas of what God is to them, or what God means. I like source. We all come from the one, that singularity, the source of all creation, which is what I spoke about on the last podcast, which was called Divine Love. Is that it's this unconditional, non-judgmental frequency. It is the most powerful thing. It drives all of the cosmos. It's unconditional, compassionate love. It is that very essence which we are all birthed from. So divine love, the divine source, the divine one, that singularity, the unnameable one, the one with many names. Even the word God in the Bible, there's 72 names of God. So in the translations of the Bible, they use these different names in different places, like Lord and God and things like that. So I think it's the Hebrew that teach that there's 72 names of God, and one of them is Tetragrammatron, which is the pentacle. Early Christianity used the pentacle a lot, and then you see it upside down, and it's supposed to represent Baphomet or whatever, the goat god, Satan or whatever. It's just polarities. But the pentagon, Tetragrammatron, represents the four elements plus the ether, right? The soup, the energy, the unmanifest. When you look out into the vastness of space, that which you see that is absent of light, that which you can't see that's swimming around you right now, that is the source of which we all come from, in which we are in. That is the viewer that views through our eyes. What makes you unique in this whole beautiful, grand scheme of geometrical expressions projected as a living hologram? What you have yourself is a perspective that is unique only to you. You have an observation. The viewing through your eyes and your perception is unique to you, even though you are just a drop in the ocean of the allness, the source, that which you would call God. Your observation alone is unique to you. It's so interesting. We lived in a time where people were ready to kill one another for their perception differences, drawn imaginary lines in the ground and killed and destroyed people on the other side of imaginary lines because of their differences, different religion, different skin color, different anything, different culture. But they are your reflection. Love everyone as they are you, because they are you. I am you. Just telling you what you need to hear to remember who you are. We share and exchange always. Right now we're exchanging energy. I'm talking, you're listening. It's referred to as teach, learn, teach, because we all are here to teach, learn, teach. We're here to teach and learn. Those who teach learn through their teachings. Those who are learning are also teaching those who are teaching. So it's always an exchange of teach, learn, teach. You are a teacher. You are your teacher. You are my teacher. You are a guru, as a good friend of mine would say. So this is the prophecy. This is the transition that we're living in. Is all of us remembering that we're all connected, reflections of one another. And this plays an unimaginable effect on all of reality, on all the cosmos and all dimensions and all things. We we are the hot spot right now in the whole known universe. It's really interesting. Many people knew that there would be great change and turmoil, but they didn't know how it would come about. It's very interesting, or it is very interesting, to be in this great transition, this turn of the ages, and even to know that there would be great change and there would be a time of the dark night of the soul, collectively, that point in time where it seems like there's no hope in sight. You feel like you're lost. The world is lost. You feel like nobody sees anything the way that you see, and it makes you feel alone. And I call that the dark night of the soul. Many people think they're going crazy. I even know someone who ended up in an institution for a while, going through the unveiling in their personal experience. But we are now in the collective unveiling, the great reveal. Numerically very interesting that it started on our calendar date of 2020, and that we use those numbers for clear sight, for good sight, perfect sight. Coincidental? I don't think so. Coincidence is just a word man used to describe things that he does not understand. for the natural has its own set of patterns, we could call them rules, or laws, living laws that they abide by. Me personally, I don't worship no man. I worship through right now talking about that thing. I worship through gratitude and service to others. I believe in the living law. This has been written down, and it is written, but the living law is is in front of you. It's living in front of you, always teaching you, showing you these very principles. The sun is so used in all previous ceremonies, religions. All this it comes from the sun. Our calendar, our procession, our time is everything based around the sun. The sun is such a freaking awesome, beautiful, living teacher of that very thing, that divine love, that divine presence that drives the cosmos. It's there living for you as a reflection, teaching you and showing you, if you can watch and understand and listen. The sun shines on everyone just the same, regardless of the things that you do. That is divine love. If anyone's going to judge you for the things that you do in your experience, it's going to be you. When you cross over the threshold and view all the things that you have done, you will be the one who reflects on how you feel about those things that you've done. You not be God, the source of creator, is not a old man in the sky with a stick waiting for you to do something wrong so that he can whack you, who's going to send you to eternal damnation for eternity. It's absurd and it's crazy. The Son of God shows you always. It gives life to everything that you see and that you are. The Son gives life to it, regardless of what you say, do, or think to your other selves. That is the living law, right there in front of you, always showing you, teaching you that I am. So holding space, considering that we are always exchanging energy. Our thoughts is exchanging energy. That our thoughts radiate the energy through our body. I can feel my thoughts. I know my thoughts are disharmonious. The frequency, the more in tune you become with your vessel, the more you pay attention to its energy and its frequency, and then those senses become more heightened, and you start to feel the frequencies and energies of those things around you. So holding space, that energy that you carry in your mind, the energy that you carry in your heart, it is exchanging with all those around you. I personally am not a big fan of large crowds. unless it's certain occasions, I do love a few music festivals that I go to that is just a beautiful gathering of beautiful, like-minded people with beautiful hearts that's just coming together, celebrating life, getting recharged so they can go out and exchange energy with all those around them in their towns and their homes that they all are all from and go to. The mission, the reason why you are here right now is to hold space. You can't be absent of holding space. So what does it mean to hold space? When we recharge at these type of events, or you go out in nature, anything that you do that recharges you is because of that holding space, so you can go share and exchange that energy with others in your area, in your homes. So many have chosen to come to be here now in this transition, that there's like-minded people that spread out all over the globe. They might not have a whole lot of people around them that see things like them. They might feel isolated, but that was the tact, the mission, to all come and try and remember so that you can hold space. There's no grand master, teacher, guru, or any of these Palladians or Octurians, or these people or these ideas and information from the cosmos. That none of these things are higher and better. We are all of these things in the whole known cosmos, come here, spread across this for that one mission, to remember so that we can hold space. Remember how to connect to that I am, to understand that reflection of oneness and that reflection of our energy exchange with one another, so that maybe just one of us remembers, and then another person will see what this person has found, and they'll be curious. You know, we teach by what we do, what we say, and how we act. You know, I don't give a shit about anybody's words. Words are cloaks most of the time for intention. Intention is always there. That's how you know when someone is lying or full of shit, because their intention does not match with their words. They've cloaked their intention with words to hide it, to be deceptive, or to hide something they don't want to show, maybe about themselves. You probably feel this if you are energetic to people, like when you're around somebody and they just don't feel authentic, like something is off, or they feel shady. Then that's just an energy and an intention that's radiating out of them, and you're picking it up. That's why certain people can't be bullshitted, because they can pick up the energy of your intention. You cannot fool energy. We can say all kinds of words and all kinds of shit that we want to, and it doesn't matter. It's because of what you do, what you carry inside of you, what you feel. These are the things that matter. These are the things that are real. When you align your word with your intention, it's a beautiful thing. That's what I try to do in my everyday life. That's what I'm doing right here, right now in front of you. I will never try to bullshit anybody about anything to these natures. I have the full intention to be authentic always in everything that I do and I say. I have the intention to carry a certain frequency inside of my mind and my heart, because I am constantly exchanging that with the environment and those around me, and that manipulates or ripples through the all of the cosmos. Like, you literally change the world by what you do. Like, you are the one that we've been waiting for. You are the return of Christ. You're the return of that energy. The teaching of divine love and the access of that through your heart is to be Christ-like. Christ was a name given unto a man. It had to do with, it means to be anointed. Anointed by what? Anointed by Spirit. So you are here to remember who you are, so that you can be re-anointed with the Spirit that resides inside of you. You can't be absent of it. So through this energy exchange that we're always doing, then we're always holding space for those around us, for those who come after us, for those who come before us. All of those before you live inside of you. Every cell in your body is a representation of all those before you and all those to come. You're the living embodiment of all those things. You represent all those that came before you with everything you think, do, and say. You represent what you want to be here for the future generations. Your great-great-great-grandchildren. But this is the funny thing on how the grand scheme of life works. Being that reflection of the source, the creator, it matters about the fruit that you bear. That's your intention. That's what you do. That's who you really are, and your effect on those around you and your environment. Through that, you constantly are elevating or bringing down. You're constantly your energy field is a constant resonance around you. So when someone's vibration is super strong, say low or high vibration, say when someone's really angry and they walk into a room, or you walk into a room after people have argued, or we're in the middle of an argument, like you walk in and you instantly know, like it's like you can just feel it. It's the the energy is filled up. The more attention we have given it, the grander it expands. The more attention we give it, the more effect it has on these things. So you can walk into a room where someone's argued or someone's mad, or somebody can come up to you mad. You can instantly know these things by their energy exchange, their resonance that's coming off of them. But you also go in a room or be around somebody that's just like so freaking joyful, high. Like that's the most highest vibration is joy. Once you reach this pinnacle vibration of joy, it'll start to overflow out of you into tears. It's just the energy that is just so strong that it has to come out, has to be expressed in some way. And so, it'll come out in tears. One of the biggest thing about holding space is really discernment and understanding of that you are, and your energy and your space. Self-love comes to mind. I know what it feels like to have an energy radiate out of me that I could call love. I could send that energy anywhere I want. So I understand how to love another. I understand what this energy is and how to send it and project it. What I didn't understand is how do I love myself. I don't know how to. The energy is coming out of me. Like, I know how to project that energy and touch that energy and embody that energy. But what does it mean to love myself? How do I love myself? How do I send that energy to myself? So self-love is to care about your frequency. To understand and know your frequency is a big thing also, but self-love is to care about yourself. Care about the people that you allow around you, people that you allow in your space, that you're sharing, that you're holding for. The music you listen to is diet. Diet isn't just food. Diet is all things. It's the people you surround yourself with, the thoughts in your mind, the frequency you carry in your heart, the words that you say, the things that you watch on TV, the things that you read, the music that you listen to. All of these things are diet. All these things have an energetic exchange. And so self-love is to care about your frequency. So that's to put yourself on a diet, more than likely. That means to be selective of the energies and frequencies that you carry inside of you. And then you'll realize that those around you affect your energy in your space, and therefore you will have to discern and select your space. To love yourself is to care about how you feel and your frequency, and how those around you or places or things affect your frequency and the thoughts and your vibration. So to love yourself is to choose the things that you're intaking, the music you're listening to, the people that you're hanging out with, the thoughts that you're thinking, the vibration that you're carrying in your heart. That is self-love, is to discern and choose these exchanges and these frequencies. Because if the mission, the reason why you are here in this transition of the ages is to hold space, then learning your frequency and caring about your frequency and loving yourself and learning what that means is vital to the mission of holding space. It's okay to see things differently than everyone else. It's a great thing. I don't watch scary movies. I don't like the frequency. Adrenaline, I can do adrenaline. Like, I want to go skydiving. I like playing games and stuff. Like, that. The energy doesn't bother me. I don't like scary movies. I don't like to carry that frequency. It lingers. I just don't like it. It's like being mad. It lingers. That energy is just so dense and heavy. It takes a long while to regain your resonance after being angry. So I don't do scary movies really, but I do like zombie stuff and zombie movies. And I was trying to figure out, like, like scary movies and this and that and the third. It's like, why do you like zombie stuff? It's because I live in a world full of zombies and they're trying to eat my brain. I thought that was very metaphorically funny. So yeah, being being normal is like being a zombie. Like, what the fuck is normal? I've played the whole American dream thing, and you have to be asleep to think that's life, or to be like, yeah, that's success. I don't care about your money and your fame and your material possessions. What I like in an individual is their authenticity, their pure representation of that's inside of them, and I love for it to come out in this beautiful display. I mean, look at this dude. I ain't never even met this guy before. Since 2018, I changed a lot, and that representation that I have found that I am just inside of me has flowed out, and in all ways, in every shape or form of my life, that discovery has flowed into my existence. I mean, it's everything. It's people, places, things, thoughts, frequencies. It's all brand new. And it will continuously be brand new, because I will forever seek to be and represent that I am. And that's what you're here for. You're here to seek that I am inside of you, to find that singularity, that source, that divine love which is inside of you, to touch it and learn it and try to represent it, and it will have monumental effects on your life. To hold space. You know, when someone comes to you and they're talking to you about things, like holding space is sitting there listening to someone without judgment. Listening is a whole thing in itself. Some people don't listen, they're waiting for their turn to talk. That's not listening, that's not holding space. Listening is showing up and being present with someone, holding space for them, being an open mind and an open heart, and allow them to pour out that which they need to express with no judgment. When people want you to listen to something, they're not necessarily looking for a response or advice, and you shouldn't always be seeking to do those things unless someone asks. Because that's what holding space is just being open and listening and allowing someone to express without wanting to add to or take away, just being and allowing. This is how we hold space with one another. And so you're constantly exchanging the energy with those that are around you when you're out in public or in your home. That's why I like feng shui and these different things, like how you feel when you're at home. This is your sanctuary. This is my sanctuary right here. It's in the center of my home. Your sanctuary, your home carries a vibration, and so, you know, caring about yourself, that self-love, caring about your home space and the energy that you have while you're there, is your base frequency, your normal resonance. Like your home space and how you're feeling where you are the majority of the time is your largest, one of your largest exchanges with Earth and your environment. That's why, like, if you don't like being at home, or you have all these people around you with this frequency, you have all this stuff that's like bringing you down, you got to make choices, not easy ones either. You've got to care about yourself enough to to care about your environment and those that are around you, to make the choices to cut people, places, things, substance, shows, music out. And it's not easy. Holding space isn't easy. You think the mission, the reason why you came for it was going to be easy? Nobody said it was easy. It might be easy to understand, but not necessarily easy to execute. So, your home space and that regular frequency that you're resonating in, it plays this ripple effect through the cosmos. So you should care and make the changes in those spaces so that you can resonate more to a higher degree to the living law. If the living law, if the sun represents this divine love, that I am, then we are trying to embody and share and express that very thing through ourselves, through our perceptive interpretation. So I can love you from anywhere. I know how to project that energy anywhere. Just because I love you unconditionally doesn't mean I have to allow you in my presence. I don't have to share my space to hold space for you. That self-love and that discernment about yourself, sometimes you can't hold space for someone. You don't have the energy. You're too out of resonance with your own things and your own personal life and problems, and so sometimes you can't hold space, and that is okay. And it's okay to tell someone that you can't hold space for them. That is 100% acceptable. It is okay to not allow people in your personal space, no matter who they are. You don't owe anyone anything. A lot of people, a lot of your time is spent working around other individuals and other things, and you're holding space with those people all the time. I know plenty of people that probably have jerk-off bosses or some employee that they don't resonate with, and so they're miserable at work. The frequency is constantly being. The thing about resonance is like you take two tuna forks and you ding the one, the vibration is going to want to bring that resonance up to its vibration. So like our sharing, our holding space in our homes and in our environment when we go out, is this energy exchange, it's this frequency that is either going to radiate out and affect those around it to bring it up, or the environment around it is going to do the same to you. You can surround yourself with environment and people, and either your frequencies are going to match one way or another. They're going to bring you down, or you're going to bring them up. And there's a lot of people out there who are highly attracted to people that have this high frequency and high resonance. And these people who like energy vampires, they don't even realize it. They're people that thrive off of other people's energy without knowing it. They always try to surround themselves with these certain individuals, and then they'll feed off their energy subconsciously, or not literally, but they're they're usually negative naysayers. They're usually always Debbie Downers. And a lot of times they're around super positive people. It's always, trying to give them that positive outlook. So there's always this resonance factor of trying to bring one to the other, The whole thing is, your vibe attracts your tribe. So once you start to discover that I am inside of you and go to these frequencies and different changes, then your vibe will attract your tribe. You'll start to meet new people and go new places and see different things as you start to change on your journey. And this is how holding in space becomes this whole grand plan. Like, think of the concept, this seed spread all across the globe, or these lights start to light up and understand and resonate, and then it starts to attract all those with that same resonance, and it just grows across the whole globe. I mean, Woodstock is a prime example of this gathering of energy, this attraction, to pull in a tribe, like-minded individuals together. So your vibe 100% attracts your tribe. And so the great mission, holding space, quantumly, it has the most monumental ripple effect, because we're always sharing and exchanging that energy with the earth and each other. That's why going out in nature is good for your frequency, to get away from all this electromagnetic interference. We got all this technology and all these radio waves and Bluetooth. This is all energy frequencies that you can't even see, that are beaming through us and all around us. So then when we go way off in these secluded areas in the woods and stuff like that, we are recharging ourselves and clearing out our energy, because the trees and the animals and even whales, all these things are doing the same thing that we are doing. They are here holding space for all of us, the collective. So all things are here for that very thing, holding space and sharing with each other, with our reflections. So discovering that I am, understanding what it means to love yourself, to understand your frequency that you share, and to care about it, is your grand mission here of holding space. The fruit that you bear, the things that you say, the words and actions that you do, these all play a great effect on the whole known universe. So try to come from that space of unconditional love and hold it for all your fellow brothers and sisters out there. No one said it would be easy, but it's the task at hand. I thank you all for joining. You can go to the website, new website link, higherfrequencies.life. You can listen to all this on all major platforms. I make some cool lights. and some other stuff that you can check out at Sacred Life. That is SACR3D.life. So it's Sacred Life with a 3 instead of an E. If you want to donate and help, Sage, if you'd like to donate and help keep the podcast going or anything like that, you can donate at Lovelight33, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. I thank you all for joining me. I love you and I thank you. Namaste.